Hi guys, this is Aaron Productions, aka Favortie Soundtrack, and I am back with something rather interesting. This is an awards video where I'm going to talk about a game called Doppelganger Dawn of the Inverted Souls. And this game is epic. It's so good and it's free, so before watching this video, if you don't know anything about it, you have to go play it. So when that's out of the way, I'm going to make an awards video, and I planned it in the beginning to be an awards and review video, but I realized that I couldn't squeeze it down to 15 minutes, so I decided to make the awards and then I will make the review later on. So that's pretty much it. There will be major spoilers in this video. It will just spoil the hell out of you. So don't watch this if you don't want things to get totally spoiled, okay? So, yeah. And I'm going to begin now, so let's just get started. Alright, it starts off with my favorite male character. I'm very original. So, my favorite male character is Neo. And the reason for this isn't just because he's freaking hot. It's also because Neo is freaking interesting. He's badass. And what I like about him is he has this thing that deep down, very deep down, this guy is good. This guy is so good. And you only find this out in the very, very last part of the game. The other things, Neo kind of just seems like the bad guy. And we hate him in all the other paths, and then he was surrounded by mystery, and then suddenly he just becomes good, and we realize that he has been good the whole time. The next one I'm going to give is my favorite female character, since that's also needed. And my favorite female character is June. Many of you might have thought I said Lucia, but I didn't. And the reason for this is that I can relate to June. Alright, not only June looks a lot like me, funny enough, but June has a very strict father and she has a tough life. Her parents always have been wanting a girl, and when they finally got a girl, they were so happy, but June wasn't like any other girl. She didn't like being a girl, and she always thought that she would like to be with a boy. And she liked doing boy stuff, and it's kind of sad when her father really hit her and told her not to, and she had it really tough. And she makes mistakes. She makes mistakes in this game, a lot of them, and she feels guilty about it. And I think that one of the characters that's most human in this game, that's June, and also one of the most innocent characters of all. Because there is a lot of things going on in this game, okay? It's intense. But June just seems so wonderfully human. I think it's amazing, really. I love her. I love her very much. I can relate to her. And the next award is going to be something interesting. The most hated character. And this was pretty hard, actually, because in this game, in the different paths and stuff, you are going to hate a lot of characters. Because most characters are going to act like assholes at some point. Even Lucia. I even hated Lucia at times. She was so selfish sometimes. So yeah, we're going to hate a lot. And it was hard finding a person that I actually hated all the time. But the one that got closest was Lee. Yes, I'm going to say it as it is. I hate Lee. Lee is cruel. Yes, he had a terrible past. He's one of the characters that has been the worst things through, but I just don't think that does it. That's an explanation, but that's no excuse for the cruel things that he do. Lee is a killer and Lee is insane. I wish I could say that, but even if he is a killer, I don't think he's insane. And that makes it even worse, I think. Lee is cruel, and when you think he's kind, he turns cruel again. And he's creepy and scary, and even when he is good and when he comes out of his shell and says sorry, I can't love him or even just like him like I did in the beginning. The things he's done just ruined everything about him, and I hated him. I hated him. I'm sorry. So, the next award is going to be something that was hard to choose as well. The scariest / creepiest character. And that's going to be, I've spoiled a lot already, but there's going to be more spoilers. Shuang. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but Shuang is fucking creepy. I'm sorry, he just is. And the reason is because he starts off so innocent. And even though that should make him a suspicious character, I did never suspect that he was evil. And that's why it just came as a shock. Because Shuang is creepy. He scares the hell out of me in a way that I've never experienced before. And I think I might be alone on this, but it's like getting stabbed in the back from your best friend. It hurts. And the scene where he's like, that's so typical of humans, where he's all calm until he suddenly smiles insanely and laughs. I could have peed in my pants. I was terrified. It was really hard finding the scariest, creepiest character. I made a runner-up for that one because I think she deserved it. Yes, you know who she is. It's Chun-Shang. Chun-Shang, something like that. She's creepy. I'm sorry. I know she's been a lot of stuff through, but the way when she is just sits on killing Lee, and I don't have anything against that, but the way she is so set on killing him and is willing to do anything, and how she turns from this innocent, sweet, and caring girl to this monster. It's fascinating, but it's damn creepy as well. And hurrying to the next one is most misunderstood character. And I'll have to give this to Anastasia. Because in the beginning the only villain seems to be her. But we realize later on that she actually regret it damn much. And she just made this little mistake and it became so big. And I just feel bad for her because I just do. It's awful how people judge her and make her the villain when she actually just tried to avoid getting hurt herself. And even if that's selfish, it's still human. This game is so much about the fact being human and how we make mistakes and how we're at fault for many things and how terrible we can be and how kind we can be. It's very fascinating. So yeah, the next one is going to be the most kind character. And I made this because I needed Clifford. I needed to have Clifford on this list because Clifford is so kind. I don't think I've met someone like him. He's cheerful, he's kind, and even though he's been through a lot of bad stuff, he still thinks about others. He doesn't turn insane like Lee does, though he's been through pretty bad stuff as well. He does turn insane in some bad endings, but no. So, Clifford is so gentle and tender and kind, and seeing bad stuff happening to him really hurts me. Alright, the next award is going to be the saddest death. Oh, this is going to hurt. You knew it was coming. And this might surprise you, but I'm going to choose Rico. And that's mainly because of Neo's reaction. Because Rico is kind of he's a bad guy, you know? He's not a bad guy like that. There really is only one villain. But Rico just wanted to be with Anastasia. He regretted not being with her, and when she died, he was heartbroken. And I just feel bad for him. I feel so bad for him. And though when he died, he was going to see Anastasia again, the thing that made Rico's death so tragic was Neo's reaction. Neo realized that he actually had killed or been the reason that a person was killed, and he just broke down. It's really, really, really traumatic, so that must be the saddest death. The saddest or the worst ending is also connected to Lee. And that's an ending, I don't know the name of it, I've forgotten, but the ending is about where Lucia and Lee is fighting in some kind of fight, and when Lee is about to get killed, Lucia jumps in front of him because she loved him so much and she would never wanted him to be hurt, and she get hit, so her legs stop functioning. She's going to be in a wheelchair. When she finally gets out of the hospital and going to Lee's house to tell her that she's fine and see if he's fine, he comes over and say, you know what? Now you're not perfect anymore. You're not complete. You're not good enough anymore, so I don't really like you. I hate Lee. I hate him. Lucia becomes insane. And summons a new doppelganger who's going to torment the Lee family or something like that. And this doppelganger is different. This is a monster. She summoned a monster with those feelings of breaking. She's all alone. She gives everything up for Lee, and he throws her away like trash because she's not perfect anymore. You know what? Screw that. Lee's an asshole. Alright, next one is my favorite CG. I have to part this one up in two, and the best art and the cutest. Like the one I liked the most because of the scene and the situation, and the ones I thought was drawn the prettiest. And the best art is two CGs, and both are Rico. One where he's on the hospital in a coma, and one where he is about to die and reaching up for heaven after Anastasia. That's very beautiful made, and I think it's very pretty. And the next one, the cutest one, is the one in the ending with Neo and Lucia. It's adorable. It's shoujo romance. I love it. So yeah, and another award is my favorite soundtrack piece. And I have three pieces that I find the most beautiful, and one is Dawn of the Inverted Soul, and the next one is Yuri and June's theme, and the last one is Memories of Older Sister. They're beautiful. If I had time, I would play some of it for you, but nope, I don't have time, so let's go to the last award, and that is my favorite ending. That's pretty. You kinda need that, right? So this one is, the one ending I choose for this is the last denouement of the Inverted Souls. That's the true ending of the whole game, and it's with Neo and Lucia, and everything is happy. There's nothing bad, and everyone is happy, and that may sound kind of weird, but I still find it so amazing. I just think it's the perfect ending for it, because there's been so much awful stuff in this, and it made me sad. But at last, I'm so glad that it ended good. And I'm really happy that Chuan Chang and Lee didn't, that they ended up together, but they didn't become all lovey-dovey and stuff, but that would just be absurd after all of the things they've been through. But they actually developed a new relationship, and though it's kind of twisted, but they're both twisted, so I think it suits them. So yes, that's it. That was the awards. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry for not posting Area X here lately. I will get back to it. I haven't given up. I promise you I won't give up. So that's it. I will see you guys next time. Bye.